Hey, how's it going? This is Tom Burkart for TopSpeed.com. I'm sitting here in the Ford C-Max Hybrid. This is the SEL model, which is pretty loaded. And as you can see, it's absolutely quiet because the car is not on yet. So we have keyless entry and keyless go here. So I'm just going to put my foot on the brake, press the start button. And if you notice, there really isn't any engine noise. There's no starter in particular, which will catch you up if this is your first hybrid. But the Ford lets you know with a little arrow in the dash cluster that has like an arrow that says the car is ready to move, which otherwise you might think the car had not started. So the C-Max Hybrid is really interesting for a number of reasons. Mainly because it delivers, exceptional mileage with also this really large back seat, which I'm not sure how much range we have in this thing, but it even has a little cubby back there at the tail end of the cargo area that has like some extra hidden space, for what have you or whatever you need to fill your trunk with. And the seats fold really easily as they do on the Explorer Sport. There's just a little button to move the headrests down so that they can stay on, which otherwise can be kind of a hassle with folding some seats. But folding seats isn't the most exciting thing about cars. So let's talk more about the cabin. The thing that makes it unique for the current Ford lineup, which shares a lot of similarities across the Fusion, Explorer Sport, Escape, and a number of others, is that this cabin is much more of an MPV style dashboard with a long, extremely, wide field of vision for the whole front. But that, also brings a huge piece of glass, which, is just a little bit different than a typical sedan, not better or worse. And you can sit really high up in this car. I mean, I'm sure it would fit someone who, fit any size person, no matter how small. But you can also see, like, I'm kind of a challenge for these seats, but it was really easy to get low and get the steering wheel out and close to my chest, which is how I prefer to drive. And the other thing that's notable about this arrangement and configuration is that even with the My Ford Touch by Sony, with navigation and everything else on this loaded model, there is a completely separate dual automatic climate control. Excuse me, I'm getting caught on my words. Automatic climate control with just standard, knobs to do the climate, and then also buttons to do direction or fan speed. So, that sounds like it's not a big deal, but it can make a difference to some people. And, the way that the vents are laid out as well here, I can just show you with a better view. If you can see the way that the vents are laid out here as well, you've got a really vertical face to this area. But you also have this control surface which doubles as a knob. I'm listening to some comedy station or something, which doubles as a knob and also has these toggle functions. So it is very handy in that regard, and it has the same dual eco gauge display as the Fusion Hybrid and the Fusion Energy. So, just recapping, this is the dash-mounted gear lever for the Ford C-Max Hybrid and the C-Max Energy. These are very similar vehicles in terms of their interior packaging. The Energy model makes itself special with an EV-only mode that this car doesn't have. That lets the Energy run up to 85 miles an hour on its batteries alone, whereas this car is a little bit more eager to engage its gasoline engine, but it's very easy. So we've been sitting here this whole time, and the car is just is ready to drive, is effectively running, but because it's a hybrid, of course, it just doesn't have the engine going. I think I just felt the engine. Ooh, I thought I felt the engine start, but I don't think I have yet. So it's really nice and it's really easy and smooth. Oh, got of a narrow road here, but as you can see, the navigation there is in this shrouded binnacle, which is handy because this is a very airy family vehicle that has lots of window space, and we were talking about the windshield earlier, so this is going to be handy right here. I need to pull out and sort of get up to country highway speeds. Let's just make sure there's nobody coming. All right. So we've got the full CVT spin out right there, but you know, it got us to 55 miles an hour for maybe 3 seconds of effort, and that what just feels like a smooth engine run up and running through the CVT is actually the multimode electronic transaxle that's controlling this car, which blends, you know, of course, electric power with gasoline power. So, you know, that's pretty much the story. It's got some spaceship rumbles, but, you know, it really starts, I mean, exceptionally smoothly, and, you know, can back out of even my steep driveway without having any kind of issues, which is good for a hybrid, you know, not to have any kind of rollback or any stuff like that. And, you know, I really like it so far. I hope you guys do too. This has been Tom Burkart for topspeed.com in the Ford C-Max Hybrid. All right, talk to you later, guys.